Hi, I'm artist, DJ, and author Michael Joseph, and this video might be a little controversial. Not as in like it's a controversial topic, but my opinion of it, at least my personal opinion, is a little bit controversial. Now, a lot of the videos that I do are the outcome of conversations I have with other people. And this one I had with a fellow DJ who's close to my age, and we were talking about work ethics and different things like that, talking about, like what time we get up in the morning and stuff. And in the hustle culture, there's a lot of push about getting up before dawn and doing all these workouts and doing all this stuff. And he is of that group that believes in getting up early, and I'm not. I'm usually up at the crack of noon, whether I need to be or not. But we see things differently, and that's one of the things that I want to talk about. That if you are one of those people like him that gets up before dawn and you put in 12 hours of work, and I get up at noon and put in 12 hours of work, we both put in 12 hours of work. So it's not necessarily how many hours you put in, if you put them in. So the first thing is, it doesn't, in my opinion, and this is where I'm doing this on my video, it's my opinion, it doesn't matter when you work. So if you're not a morning person, don't get up before dawn. That's just not who you are, and that's okay. And if you are a person that gets up before dawn and you like that, do that. But there isn't one right way to do it. So if you're a person that gets up, and you want to get up and put your hours in and do that stuff, that's perfectly okay. But don't get down on someone like me who doesn't see the purpose for getting up that early. I'm still putting in a lot of hours each day because the stuff I do, again, is the stuff that I love. And that's one of the cool things about this. And to second that thought into the 12-hour day, some people are like, oh, I do 10, 12, 16, 18 hours a day. You don't have to do that much. Now, again, if you're a person that's gotten yourself in a position in life through choices or accidents where you need to make a lot of money, there's a difference between that and choosing a life. A lot of the stuff I do on my channel is about choosing the life you want to live and enjoying it. So it's not money first, which a lot of people watch my stuff and talk about like, you're not about making money. No, I'm not. I'm about paying your bills, but also living life, because life happens real fast and it's over before you know it. And if you don't believe that, just remember back how fast your summers went when you were in school. They were gone in a moment. And life is that way, that one day you wake up and you're my age, almost 60, and it's like, wow, this really went fast. So there is nothing wrong. And like I said, I'm a person who believes in putting a lot of hours in and working, but I'm doing it in stuff that I like. And you don't have to get up early. You don't have to put those hours in. I read a book a few years ago that talks the exact opposite of that, and it's called the 4-Hour Work Week. So talking about 12 hours in a day, this guy in the book talks about 4 hours a week. And that was one of the cool things that I think that got me thinking that I can do things differently. I don't have to be a wage chaser, someone who just goes after a paycheck. I want to change my life. I want to be in less debt. I want to need less things so that I'm able to live life and go out and experience things that you can't, you can buy by going on vacation or whatever to them, but I want to live those. Plus, also the biggest thing to me is the stuff that I get to do here in the studio, the creation, whether it be the videos or the artwork or photography or all the other AI work that I get to do. So this is real me. This isn't AI today. But a lot of that, like I said, comes down to the hours I put in are things that I want to do. And there's a big difference. So if I put in 12 hours a day and the guy's talking about a 4-hour work week, he's talking about 4 hours of stuff that you have to do, not 4 hours of stuff that you want to do. And that's where I'm trying to flip that around to where also that I'm doing 4 hours a day and maximum of things I have to do. The rest of the time, no matter how many hours that is, it's stuff that I want to do. So on this channel, I try to encourage people a lot. So my encouragement to you is to be who you are. So if you're a morning person, be a morning person. If you're not a morning person, I'm telling you, for some reason, the morning people hack on us. Those of us who aren't morning people, ignore them, walk away from them. My friend was not like hacking on me or anything. We were just comparing the fact that we both put in a lot of hours doing a lot of different things, but we just do them at different times a day because we like that. But if you're one of those people that hacks on people who, because they don't get up early, stop doing it. Just stop is all I got to say. But if you're a person that you find that slot that you like working in, the slot where you like getting up and all these different things you do, I'm encouraging you to stay that path and try to foster that to grow in its own sense. Like I said, because you don't have to be what hustle culture tells you to be. You can be who you are. who you are. If you're not a morning person, you're not a morning person. You don't have to be a morning person. So this is a lot about work ethics, a lot about the conversation, like I said, I had with a friend about, hustle and different things like that. But I just want to encourage you as you're trying to create a life you love to live in and don't need a vacation from. Again, as I choose to do these things, I'm kind of in vacation mentality where I'm doing the things I want when I want to do them. I'm in control of my schedule most of the time. And if you're able to do that, you have no idea how much freedom that causes you in life. And it is its own form of wealth. So that's what today's encouragement is about, is don't listen to people who hack on you about not being a morning person, about not doing this, not doing that. It's about you finding your thing in your way. And I hope that helps. So until next time, take care and God bless. This video is sponsored by immj for all my print-on-demand creations like t-shirts, mugs, posters, original photos, my book, The Creative Virus, or what gear I use. Visit the shops on immj.com or my Amazon, eBay, or Etsy stores.